Greetings. My name is Elaine Ra, and I welcome you to today's podcast, The Sun is Shining. And I would just like to dedicate this podcast to the evolution of humanity and the expansion of what has been happening on the planet over the past few months. And it's a great awakening of and the rise of the feminine, and the opening and true acceptance of what it means to be human and what it means to be woman, and to accept the full spectrum of what it means to be human, and particularly what it means to be woman. So women as the mothers and as the ones that hold the eggs for humanity, all the eggs that will create new generations, they come from her. Woman is a representation of the Divine Mother. And as women, we are now reclaiming our power and accepting the fact that we carry the eggs. We are the chicken and the egg. Everything that is required is within us. And it's time now that we truly recognize who we are energetically and who we are as far as the human family. That we are the mothers, and we are the nurturers, and we are the wild women. We are the ones that naturally exist within the darkness of the cosmos, for it flows, it is us, it is within us, it is our womb space. The same way the universe is the womb which gives birth to stars, and the same way the womb within a woman gives birth to stars. So with this, we have been misunderstood, we have been used as being responsible for all the negativity upon this planet, from Eve to Pandora, to all of those, and yet we are the ones that have gone to the underworld and brought out and brought up what is there to be shown and to be revealed for the true power that really exists there. And this is who we are as women. The fact that we are able to cross between polarity naturally, to move between light and dark, makes us perfect barometers for feeling our way through this time that we're all moving through. This is the time for us to step into our power. This is the time for us to fearlessly flip over whatever has been happening within us, so we can find our true balance, just like the idea of the poles of the planet flipping. And considering the planet is feminine, that within women, we need to allow that to happen within us. And also, of course, this is happening amongst men who are in touch with their feminine side. This is what makes us human, this beautiful dance between masculine and feminine. And women already have this. Women are already seen to wear their own trousers, to be autonomous, to be sovereign. And this is one of the last stages now as women, that we now allow ourselves to fearlessly know oneself, right? To go beyond what acceptable norms of even sanity, or what we have been required as acceptable behavior. Because through time, women have been allowed to emotionally go to the edge of whatever they are feeling, as a way of releasing, or a way of expressing, or bringing something into the open to be seen, so it can be honored. And we have to do this energetically for ourselves. So as women, as we come together, this is really important on the planet now. For years and years of patriarchal rule and masculine rigidity is now coming to an end, and now the feminine power of flexibility, that the strength and power that comes from being able to yield but yet remain grounded, This is a beautiful force and this is a beautiful energy. And now this is the time now that we embody this as women and we don't fear aspects of ourselves. We don't fear our power. We don't fear our strength. We don't fear our darkness, and we don't fear our light. And alchemically we're able to pull on whatever is required for us to step into our full power, so our wings can expand, so we can step as the true gods and goddesses that we are. So we can embrace the masculine and feminine within us, and we can lead the way for our children, and for the seeds and for the eggs that as and when they come together to blossom into the new humanity. So I beseech you, and I pledge my own allegiance to the sisterhood and the brotherhood of humanity, that without doing the work yourself, this will not happen. And this is the time now for women to do the work. And if we're blessed enough to have conscious men around us who can support us, who understand the language of the soul, who have emotional intelligence, and by this I mean to be able to read what is happening energetically within another person, rather than read just from a mental plane or from a rational plane. This will not work. And therefore, if you happen to be with men who are unable to meet you on that level, then I suggest that as women, we need to do this alone, as we always have done, as we have always given birth, and we find a safe space, and we come out with child. And if we're fortunate enough to have a birthing partner, so be it. But let us also share what it's like to be going through this process, so we can give ourselves permission to continue to unfold completely. So we can also give others permission to unfold completely, fearlessly. This is where the beauty is. The beauty isn't just a polarized feminine aspect. It is the full spectrum of masculine and feminine energy. This is what it truly means to be woman. All of it is allowed. All of it is who we are, without exception. Every emotion, every impulse is valid. And everything now at this point needs to be aired. It needs to rise up. Literally needs to rise up. This is an uprising of what has been buried and what has been held back for thousands and thousands of years. 2017 is really the year where so much will be shifting within us all, and we have to cross that threshold, cross over that threshold, and whatever alchemically, ceremonially, or any initiation that will happen, let it be. And it may at times feel like a rude awakening, but nonetheless this is an awakening, and this is a summons for the true ones to step forward. This is the time of illumination. This is the time where we step into our fullness. Be brave, beautiful ones. Know who you are. Bring all that has been hidden out into the light. This is the time. This is the time. Be all that you are. Fearless, brave, beautiful. Do what our mothers and our parents were unable to do. To step forward in our completeness. To step forward in all our glory. With all our colors, with all our textures. We are these multifaceted beings, and some of our facets are complete. Some of them are still under construction, and that is okay. We are still these beautiful jewels that when put in the light will reflect and refract all of existence through us. as women and as men. This is the time. Encourage your children, allow them to be who they are. Give them permission to unfold. Give yourself permission to unfold. I give myself permission to unfold, to be that love, to love myself unconditionally. Once we are able to complete this and to step forward as complete beings, then everything comes. We become manifestors. We become generators of all that is required upon this planet for ourselves and for each other. And as a consequence, we then find others who are vibrational matches to who we are and where we are and where we're at. And therefore it is important for us to expand and to upgrade our own vibration, our own vibrational vortex, to expand it, to illuminate, and to embrace as much of the light spectrum of our complete being. I love you. Step forward, my love. Step forward, beloved one. This is the time. This work is being done by many of us. And women are showing the way. And men are showing the way. Together, we all have parts of the puzzle. As we come together, we see 360 degrees times 360 degrees. And we are able to bring in the new. As we step forward as the true ones, as we bring and anchor heaven on earth, by releasing all that does not need to be in the denser areas of 3D, we allow these lighter frequencies and dimensions to descend into physical form. And this is the way. I love you. Enjoy this time. Be present. Be with yourself. Do what you need to do. Spend time with nature. Be with those who understand and who are able to support you. Step back and step into yourself. I love you. This is my prayer. For life itself is the prayer. The light of love is within you. You are the living breath of life. It exists within you. It breathes through you. It breathes you. It is you. I am the living breath of life. It is me. It breathes through me. It calls me forth to share this message to myself and to you. Namaste, sovereign ones, divine and human. I love you so much, my beautiful sisters and my beautiful brothers. Know yourself. Support each other. I also ask for support at this time, as I realize that the child within me, the little girl that requires to be held, and though I'm able to hold her, also requires to be seen and to be held by others. And this sensitivity and vulnerability is the strength of Eleanor. She is the power behind her. She is the one that gives me faith, that gives me beauty, that is my creativity, that is pristine, that is immaculate in nature. She is the perfection. And I bring her forth into the world fearlessly, and I step out of the way. I love you. My name is Elena Ra. Be well. Enjoy this time. Allow the birthing process to take place. Allow yourself to be shaken, so all that doesn't need to be there can just fall away, to reveal the truth of who we are. And let us know who we are. Let us call it by name. Let us know our purpose here on the planet. And let us fearlessly walk forward and through existence, holding this torch of clarifying light to illuminate the way for the world and for humanity and for our children. Namaste. I see the God in you. I see the God in myself. And together, we are one. We are one.